Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is set to meet with Donald Trump in Florida this Sunday for the latest round of talks aimed at ending nearly 4 years of war with Russia.
Italian authorities have arrested 9 people for allegedly funding Hamas through charities.
After weeks of talks between Kyiv and Washington, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will meet with Donald Trump in Florida on Sunday as the two signaled they could reach a diplomatic breakthrough in the last hours of 2025. The meeting is the culmination of weeks of high-level diplomacy between the two delegations. While stopping over in Halifax, Canada, where he met with Canadian President Mark Carney, President Zelensky also held a call with European leaders, including European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. Von der Leyen said the goal was to secure a just and lasting peace that preserves Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. According to Zelensky, the security guarantees agreement between Ukraine and the US is almost ready, and the negotiating teams have prepared initial drafts of several documents that will be discussed. In the run-up to the talks, Russia launched yet another massive missile and drone strike on the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, on Saturday, killing 2 people and injuring dozens. According to Zelensky, the latest attack on Kyiv shows President Vladimir Putin doesn't want peace.
9 people have been arrested and millions of euros seized in an illicit Hamas financing probe in Italy. According to investigators, around 7 million euros were raised for Hamas over more than 2 years, while assets worth 8 million euros were also seized. The money was supposedly collected by NGOs as humanitarian aid for Palestinian civilians, a policeman statement said, but was instead sent to the militant group via a complex fundraising system and used to support the movement's criminal activities, including attacks against civilians. One of the suspects arrested is Mohammed Hanoun, president of the Palestinian Association in Italy, according to Interior Minister Matteo Piantedosi. The investigation began after the 7th of October 2023 Hamas attack and benefited from cooperation with the authorities of the Netherlands and Israel, allowing authorities to monitor financial flows and intercept communications.
Thailand and Cambodia have signed a ceasefire agreement on Saturday to end weeks of armed combat along their border over competing territorial claims. The ceasefire, which came into force around noon local time, calls for no further military movements by either side and no violations of either side's airspace for military purposes. The December clashes, which have seen Thailand launch airstrikes along the border as recently as Saturday morning, are the most serious since a previous ceasefire was agreed in July. The new truce deal calls for Thailand to repatriate 18 Cambodian soldiers it has held as prisoners since earlier fighting in July, once the ceasefire has held for 72 hours, something that has been a major demand of the Cambodian side. That first bout of fighting over 5 days saw at least 48 people killed before US President Donald Trump, with the help of Malaysia, negotiated a ceasefire. The simmering tensions, which date back more than a century, have resulted in soldiers and civilians killed on both sides.
Every winter evening, thousands of visitors brave the freezing cold to attend Japan's largest light festival, Nabana no Sato, located 4 hours from Tokyo. For the Japanese, the end-of-year celebrations are above all a celebration of beauty and wonder. While some visitors treat themselves to a break in the country's natural hot springs, others admire a 35-meter-high reconstruction of Mount Fuji. It took 3 months of work and 20 technicians to transform the botanical garden and install millions of tiny light bulbs.